Hello everyone, this is Resi. Nice for you to join me today. I'm just going to do a little quick video talking about the VR. I've had the VR now for pretty much like since launch. I think got like 2-3 days after. Also picked up the PlayStation Pro just to go with it. I haven't actually got a 4K telly yet, but I mean, I'll get there. I'd say like a VR and PlayStation Pro has kind of put me back a little bit, so I'll get that next year. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. I mean, so far I've only played the kitchen demo. I've done a little video. Have a little check out. But what did I think about it? Blew me away, to be honest. Absolutely has blown me away. I've played Here They Lie. I've played a little bit of that. And I've also played Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. I think that's what it's called, yeah. And it's just totally transformed the landscape of like survival horror and horror gaming, in my opinion. I think Resident Evil 7 is truly going to be, or it's shaping up to be one of the greatest games ever, in my opinion. I think as an experience, it's going to be unbelievable. I think the game itself is going to be a pretty quality game just on normal regular TV, but I think with the VR implemented to it, I think we're going to see something truly special. My only, I'd say, downside is I think it could be potentially too scary for people. I haven't seen how it moves yet. Apparently they've been working on like how to move your character, because obviously on the kitchen demo you just sit down. I haven't had a chance to play the Lantern demo. I could have gone to play. It was in Manchester. I live in Liverpool. But I got the VR that weekend and I kind of just got sidetracked. So I'm a bit curious to see how it works when I'm walking around. Down corridors, left and right. Because on the kitchen demo you're just like sitting there. But for what I've seen, I mean, it's supposed to... I think at first it was a little bit of a trial and error by Capcom, but apparently what I've heard, they kind of nailed it down recently. There's a bit of motion sickness, but just a few little tweaks, and I'm pretty sure between now and January they'll fine tune that. So I just think, all in all, it's just going to be with the earphones on, headset, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever you're using. That and the VR, I just think it's going to be a frightening experience, but it's going to be an experience that I think you'll remember. I mean, there's gaming moments throughout my life where you always look back on, like where, I don't know, Final Fantasy 7, they're like certain key moments, or first time playing Mario 64. You always remember landscape, like really like event. What's the word I'm looking for? But there's always like a game in every generation that really stands out, a moment. I mean, you can diss Call of Duty, but the first time people play Call of Duty 4 online blew people away. And there's always that one game that really pushes the boundary. And I think, to be honest, I think Resident Evil 7 on VR, will it be the best horror game VR ever? Probably not, because there's something else always going to overtake it. But I certainly reckon in 10 years' time, when you look back, you'll always remember playing that game for the first time. And it's kind of like it's like a new era. I know VR has been going around for about a few years now, really. But I do think this is the first main game that's gonna really open the doors. Probably a lot of developers will really take note, and I think it's gonna. I mean, with the VR, I mean, it's sold amazing as well. I think they were estimating 1 million units. A guy in game shop in UK was telling me, and you've kind of changed that to 2 million. So it's probably going to get a bigger audience, especially when January comes. A lot of people get that for Christmas, and then obviously that's the first big game in VR. So I think a lot of people are going to play Resident Evil 7 for one of the first main games, because the games that have come out, they're okay, but they're more like little I don't know. You can tell they just patched on a VR, or some of them are just, they're not really a fully fledged game experience where Resident Evil 7 will be. And I just think it's going to be unbelievable. It's totally blown me away. At first, I was a bit wondering about the VR. I was thinking, is it a bit of a fad? I mean, we all got caught up with the Wii, the motion controller era. When did that come out? 2000. God, it must be going back a while. 2006 maybe. I'd have to look into that. But everyone got caught up. Was it? My God, was it really 10 years ago? Yeah. So everyone got caught up in that. But like now, no one really motions control. It's kind of like, and that's the thing I was worried about when I was reading up on the VR. And it's hard because I was like, kind of, should have spent that money to get one. And to be honest, a big push was Resident Evil. I'm not gonna lie. If there wasn't Resident Evil 7, if that wasn't like VR, like ready type of thing, I don't think I would have got the VR straight away. But that was a big push for me to get it. But when I played it, I mean, it sounds looking back stupid, but you kind of watching loads of YouTube videos, reading up on it, and until you put the headset on, the kitchen demo was my first ever experience in VR, and just absolutely blew straight away. And I'm looking around, and you get that depth, and it kind of tricks your mind. That feels like you're there. When you look back, you've been in that room. And I do think, like the mansion, I do think one course on, it's going to be another iconic mansion. And I think it's going to feel so real that you've experienced that. It's going to be terrifying. I think there's bits when you're going to be in the basement where you're getting hunted by something. And I'm not saying certain bits might not be an enjoyable experience, but it'll certainly be an experience you'll remember. And I do think, from what I've played on the VR, I think it's totally changed the landscape of gaming. I mean, I've got to the point now where I'll play like something on VR, and I could be playing for an hour, and then I'll put on something on normal telly, and it's just flat. And yeah, it's, you kind of look at it and you go, I mean, maybe it might look a bit better when I get my 4K telly, but nothing submerges you into the world like VR. And I think horror games kind of really does go hand in hand with VR. I mean, I can see certain games like shooting games and driving, fair enough, but I think the horror with the headset on, so you're in that world through the sound already. And horror games, when you've got a headset on, totally ramp up the fear. If you ever played, or just play on the telly, and then once you get the headset on, you can hear all the like creaking floorboards and the growl and stuff like that around. It changes gaming. But once you put that VR on, it's going to be a crazy experience, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, so I can't wait. I mean, I've done many collection videos. I've still got a collection, a lot more actually over there and upstairs. But I've kind of been a bit sidetracked with spending money on the VR, and I thought, what I'm doing now, I might as well upgrade to the PlayStation 4 Pro. I know apparently it's meant to make the VR run better, and I eventually do want to get a 4K telly, so do one thing at a time, like so. I've still got some cool items to come, so don't worry, I'm still collecting. I'm still making videos. I've slowed down this last week, probably last 10 days. I wasn't feeling well last week, and to be honest, I was probably doing too many videos. I was like churning out like 1 or 2 videos, sometimes a day. So I'm just going to take it a bit easy. I just don't want to bombard the channel. I've got a few ideas up my sleeves, and I'm also looking forward to when 7 comes out. I'm looking forward to submerging myself, doing a playthrough on VR, probably doing like another playthrough straight after that on the telly. Yeah, so there's loads of exciting things to come. I can't wait, and I've got a few cool items coming soon, so you'll be seeing some more videos and that. But I just wanted to talk about the VR. Definitely I'm on board. I was a bit skeptic. I'm skeptic, I'm not going to lie, but now that I've played it, I'm just totally looking forward to the future, really. The only thing is, I was talking to a friend the other day, and we've got like, I'm looking forward to the Resident Evil 2 remake. And I've been like really kind of pushing for it, like wanting a remake like the first remake, for the GameCube, for the original Resident Evil. And I was kind of hoping for a similar Resident Evil 2. My only concern is, will they do that now with the VR? If the VR is a success, which it looks like it will be, certainly with sales, but obviously we haven't seen the reviews of Resident Evil 7. But I mean, if it comes in and it is special, and it kind of changes that landscape of gaming, horror gaming, how could you go to Resident Evil 2? Like, say if it was like fixed camera, how could you? The VR wouldn't work fixed camera. Trying to get your head around, because then it wouldn't be fixed if you could look around. So I just wondering, like, will the success of 7, and if the reviews are brilliant, is that gonna kind of sway the remake into a different direction? I mean, I'm not really too sure. I mean, at this point, I'd probably take it either way. Um, no VR support, and if they said it was just like fixed camera, I'm cool with that. But it makes you wonder, like, are they gonna maybe do fixed camera, but then a mode where like it's third person? Yeah, I'm just curious. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, so if you're wondering whether to get the VR, I mean, if you're a big horror gaming fan, and you're watching this channel and you love Resident Evil, I can say categorically, definitely worth getting. I mean, yeah, it's a big price tag, but I mean, honestly, I do think it's going to change the way we play gaming for a good while. And I don't think it's a phase like with a motion controller. I do think VR is here to stay, because yeah, just because it's so good, to be honest, and it submerges you into that game, and it's very hard to just play a normal game once you've been in that world where you're in the game. But yeah, so I mean, I recommend it, and if you can pick one up, yeah, go for it. And if you do play the VR, let me know what you think. Always good to hear back from people, and I'll see you soon with some more wacky videos. Got a few ideas, so I mean, just please.